One thing we learned from the debate last night is that Biden is a brazen liar. He lies with a straight face without batting an eyelid. Let's take a quick tour of some of these lies. First, Biden says, "I never called blacks super predators." I think what Biden means to say is, I did, but I wish I didn't. But we need to know that he did. Here's the proof.
There's about 100,000 of them who are the predators. 100,000 of the kids you read about in the front page of the newspaper every day. Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, a portion of them will become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
Second, Biden insists that under Obamacare, you can keep your doctor. Now, this is a lie. He's repeating Obama's lie. If you want your doctor, you can keep your doctor.
With respect to the pledge I made that if you like your plan, you can keep it. I think, and I've said in interviews, that there is no doubt that the way I put that forward unequivocally ended up not being accurate.
I can tell you for a fact that Debbie and I in Texas couldn't keep our doctor. We had a PPO plan. When we tried to renew it, the PPO plans had vanished. We had to get an inferior HMO. This was directly due to Obamacare. So we are a walking refutation of this idea, as are millions of other people who couldn't keep their doctor. Third, Biden says that all the illegals released under catch and release show up for their court dates. He insists this is true, but it's not true. Here's a study from the Center for Immigration Studies, which makes it really clear that in 2013, this is the year Biden was vice president, 1/4, only 25% of people released under catch and release showed up for their court dates. Many of the people who didn't show up were criminals, and they naturally decided just to dissolve into the general population and take their chances. Why would they run the risk of being deported? Next, Biden says he never called Trump xenophobic for banning travel from China. He says, I might have called him xenophobic, but not in that context. He's taking it out of context. Okay, here's Biden's tweet responding directly to Trump on the China ban, and what he calls Trump is in fact xenophobic. Let's go to the next lie. Biden says that he's not against fracking. Now, again, he might mean to say, I was against fracking and now I'm not, but he didn't say that. He said, I've never called for ending fracking. He challenged Trump to produce evidence, and Trump has. So watch this.
I have never said I oppose fracking.
You said it on tape.
I did. Show the tape. Put it on your website.
I'll put it on.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
What about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipeline infrastructure?
No new fracking. You got to transition away from it. Look, you're going to ban fracking all across America right now, right?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'd love to too. I'd love to make sure we can't use any oil or gas, period. So look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel. We aren't even rid of fossil fuel.
Finally, Biden says, I never took a penny of foreign money. And I think, strictly speaking, this is true. It's true in the same sense that Hillary Clinton could say, I never took any foreign money. My foundation did, but I didn't. I think that's what Biden means here. He means that Hunter Biden and James Biden and Frank Biden and the son-in-law, they were the bagmen. They took the foreign money, and I, Biden, just took it from them. So strictly speaking, he didn't take the foreign money from the Chinese or from the Jamaicans or from the Ukrainians. He merely sat down with the family and split the loot.
Number one. Number two, I don't make money from China.
You do. I don't make money from Ukraine. You do. I don't make money from Russia. You made $3.5 million, Joe, and your son gave you. They even have a statement that we have to give 10% to the big man. You're the big man, I think. I don't know. Maybe you're not, but you're the big man, I think. Your son said we have to give 10% to the big man. Joe, what's that all about? It's terrible.
All right, gentlemen.
Now, how can Biden get away with these habitual, chronic, brazen lies? What gives him the chutzpah? What gives him the chutzpah is the recognition that the media are in on it. The media are just as dishonest and brazen as he is. They will cover up for him. They too are habitual liars. So Biden ultimately is betting on his allies. These are the fake journalists who have media credentials, but they aren't real journalists at all. They're complete fakers. They're in the Biden camp, and their job is not to cover Biden, but to cover up for him.